It brings me in to take care of the boring parts, apparently. Rich Kincaide in for Michael Patrick on this Friday morning. We'll be joined by Michael Patrick and Ben Wright at the top of the next hour to talk about the British Open and Tim Hygh right now. And we may as well just rename the program today, Golf Talk. Because that's we got a lot of that got a lot of that going on. Well, we do, yeah. We were talking about the Tigers earlier on, and Tim, quite a week for you there at the Michigan Women's Open.
You know what? It was a great tournament. It was a great story because Susie Green from the Detroit area, who is now Susie Green Roebuck, had the lead for the first two rounds, and she gave it up on the last day, and finally it came down to the last hole. And you can't ask for anything more than that, Rich.
And you can't. And the winner, Lisa Strom, claims that she never knew her score in the final round until she got to the scores table. What's that all about?
That's a little gamesmanship. I think those girls know everything. Susie, we asked Susie, what about you, Susie? Did you know where you were during the tournament? She goes, I have this bad habit. I know where everybody is during the tournament. So these women play so much tournament golf, at least Lisa does now. Susie spent 11 years on the mini tours and on the LPGA, so they're tournament savvy, Rich. You know that.
Absolutely, yeah. And a beautiful layout up there at Crystal Mountain, and another successful event with Lisa Strom winning it. Let's turn our attention to the British Open, and I know, Tim, you said you're not well-versed on the British Open. I love it. This is the tournament that's made for morning drive golf because the first group goes off at 1:30 in the morning our time, so they are in the midst of it right now. And I know you know enough about what happened at the British Open yesterday to know that there were 500 birdies recorded. What the heck is going on at St. Andrews?
Well, did you hear what Tiger said after he played yesterday?
He said he couldn't remember a round where he shot. I think he said he couldn't remember a round where he had to shoot 500 just to make the top 10.
Yep, and he said it felt like I was playing in a dome because the weather was so benign. But if you look at it today, it's a totally different story, and now it looks like they're playing the British Open.
It does, but you're still seeing, let me just bring up the second round scores, still seeing a lot of players shooting under par. Calcavecchia with a 67 today. Louis Osterhusen with a 67. Paul Casey is 500 on his round. Again, when you look at the bulk of these players, I think there were 78 of them that shot subpar rounds yesterday. Those numbers are still coming in low today.
Yeah, that's good. But you look at that, and then that the Oosthuizen is used to playing in that kind of those kinds of conditions. And Calc has won the British Open before, so those are experienced players that are up at the top of the board.
Hey, Tim, Captain Kirk here. I know you're on a new endeavor up in Mackinac Island. Why don't you tell us about what's going up on the island in the next few weeks or so?
Well, this is a really big weekend. How you doing, Kirk?
I'm doing good.
Really good. This is a really big weekend right now because the Pure Michigan Bayview to Mackinac race is starting, and that's just a huge event, not only in Mackinac Island, but in Port Huron as well. And not only, it's kind of funny, they're having the sailboats this year, as they always do, and this year they've added a little party boat this year, Kirk, that I think you would fit perfectly on there. You could be the captain of that boat. It's motorized. Go. And I think you show up, you get on the boat, and they give you a cocktail glass.
That's it. It's my kind of boat.
So anyway, it's perfect for the fun that we have in Pure Michigan.
Are you going to be up there this weekend?
No, I'm not, in fact, but I will be heading back to the island here in a couple of weeks. We have a bunch of travel writers and golf writers coming into the state of Michigan, and we're going to be spending some time with them this weekend up in the Boyne area between now and the middle of next week.
Say, I've written about golf, Tim.
Rich, we somehow didn't
missed the
have
list.
your address.
Well, I think we can, in this day and age, I think we can probably correct that. I mean, I can blog something.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what. So what courses are you going to be playing up there at Boyne?
At Boyne, we're going to be playing...
all of them, eh?
The Heather Dunmogloth. We're going to play Hidden River Casting Country Club. We're going to play Bay Harbor. We're going to give these riders a taste of a lot of the different and various courses that we call Pure Michigan Golf.
Tim, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and frankly, he said some of those resorts, Boyne, and some of those areas up there, Shanty Creek, are having a hard time right now, like everybody is, it seems, in Michigan.
Well, the secret right now for everybody, and if you're a consumer, now's the time to really be playing a lot of golf because the pricing is right. People are getting, in the resort business and in the golf business, are getting very creative as far as their packaging goes. And as they like to say right now in the resort business, flat is the new up.
There you
You know, what's the best way for somebody to hook up with some of those deals, Tim?
But really, you've got to call. You can go. First of all, you go to Michigan.org, and you can get a lot of information there. You can even book tee times on Michigan.org, and we're the only state in the country that does that. Secondly, you can just call any resort that you like and work the reservationist and ask them what kind of packages they have.
Outstanding. Tim, always great to talk to you.
Likewise, Rich. Great to hear your voice again.
Thanks so much, Tim. Tim Hygh joining
See you,
us
buddy.
from, I forgot to ask where he is. I can't say where he was joining us from, but it's somewhere here in Pure, Michigan. We can assure you that. Going to be Pure British Open after the top of the hour. We got Ben Wright and Michael Patrick Shields himself coming up as MTN in the MPS in the morning. Continues on MTN, the Michigan Talk Network.